Here's what's left of Francine. It's a tropical depression this afternoon. Nope, this morning. It's 10:35, and it's moving to the north at 14. So it finally started to speed up finally. And guys, I finally went back and I looked at the track of this thing, and look at this wiggle. It's just how many deviations or motions it made as it was making its way through is incredible, and what it was trying to do. Cat 2 there as it made landfall in southern Terrebonne Parish. That was at about 5 o'clock yesterday afternoon. Didn't become a tropical storm until about right here at 10 o'clock last night, and then it decided it wanted to do a little tour of the lake here. Someone said the causeway should have charged it a toll because it looked like it went on part of the causeway and then it went to the north and then finally got on out of here. So it did take its time making its way through. It was moving on average about 11 to 12 miles an hour, but when that rain is coming down that heavy, that stuff really added up, and so that's why we did see that widespread flooding across the area. Some good news: while our tides are still elevated, the surge will begin to decrease. I have seen some pictures of the North Shore, and we still have plenty of water on the North Shore lakefront, specifically in Mandeville. You know all those areas, those big homes right there on the lakefront. They've all got waters under them. That's why they're all built up. And that water is likely going to stay high today, and I think it's still going to be high tomorrow just because the storm is to the north, so you do have a southerly wind at times, but that water is slowly retreating right now, so that is the great news with that. And also, speaking of water on the North Shore, I do want to give you a quick update on the rivers. Looking at the data here, we are watching all of our rivers on the North Shore. They are swollen. Some are in flood advisory criteria. We do have flood warnings for several. The Tangipahoa near Robber, that's this one. It's got a flood warning. It looks like it's cresting at minor flood stage right now. The Chifuncta is cresting at minor flood stage right now. Of course, that goes into the Bogafalaya. The Bogafalaya is the only one that's currently forecasted to crest in a moderate flood stage. It'll probably crest later today and last into tomorrow before things really start to see improvements with the Bogafalaya, and that's both of our locations, the Camp Covington one. The Bogochita up here, starting in Washington Parish, going down into parts of St. Tammany and then into the Pearl River. It's only at action stage, so that's good. The Pearl River, the northern part of the Pearl River up here near Bogalusa is in minor flood stage, but down here closer where you get the split, we've only got it at minor flood stage. So right now, the Bogafalaya is the only one that has the potential to see moderate flooding. Elsewhere, yes, the rivers are swollen. You will notice that, but we're not expecting it to cause any major problems across the area. I just wanted to show you there's nothing to really worry about in the tropics for us right now. This little low pressure is going to move around the next few days, may try to spin up off the East Coast this weekend, and we're not really worried about that. We're not really worried about these either. They're so far out, but there are 3 other areas, and that right there is probably going to be Gordon here in the next few days if it can get its act together. It's currently tropical depression. What are we on? Tropical Depression 7. So if that gets a name, it would be G in Gordon. And if Gordon sounds familiar, we did have a Gordon in our area back in 2018. It was a very weak storm that moved over South Mississippi. It barely even blew the leaves around. So that's the last time we had a Gordon around our area. Our 7-day forecast, we've got some decent weather here. Lower humidity means it won't be as bad. It will still be warm though, especially if you don't have power, so make sure you're drinking water. Check in on the vulnerable, check in on the elderly especially. Make sure you are using generators properly. We have been talking about this morning, but a lot of times nowadays, a lot of deaths will come after the storm is completely gone. You get through the storm just fine, and then using the generator improperly, you get carbon monoxide poisoning. And remember, carbon monoxide, you can't smell it, you can't see it. It silently kills you, it silently suffocates you, basically. And so please use your generator safely. Make sure they're away from your house, they're outside, they're not near a window, and things like that, because we want to get you through this just fine. Because